Both born in 1988, but that is basically where the similarities end. Shaw, a Moscone Cup legend, a winner of some of the biggest titles in the game. Shields, the owner of a pool hall in Manchester, looking side only. Over the coming months, and he's making that transition from a good player on the British scene to a player on the world stage.
So a very solid potting technique, good solid stance. So shots, etc. Positional patterns are different than in English pool and in snooker, but he's doing this very well for me.
Hey, listen, you got to the semi-finals, Rico. That's something to tell people about. And you could be telling people in years to come you played the great Dean Shields.
Pure defeat only. Yeah, played Dean in the second of the Great British 9-Ball Tour stop.
So Dean Shields has this for a 2-0 lead. And want to capitalise on it by giving himself a big early lead.
Pocket is extremely difficult. Okay, that's a pretty good solution. Towards the 9-ball. Beautiful. Winning breeds even more confidence that you can do it again. If you've seen yourself get past it, puts you in good stead to do it again.
Up until now, what he's best known for is this one last year. Played Duong again and this time lost 10-8. And reached the last 64 at the European. Went on to reach the final. Jayson Shaw, 3. It's a scratch that has cost him. Dean Shields has taken full advantage. And the man from Manchester leads by 3.
CPBA cloth, the Dynasphere Titan balls. They've seen themselves win. They've seen themselves have challenges.
Yuki Oi and France, not a country we associate with success in this game, but there has been a French Moscone player, Rico. Do you know?
Until Fabio Rizzi. He hit the ball. Second to make up their mind. Yeah, so Jayson not even going for it, but this safety will also not work out. Wakes him up, it inspires him, it motivates him, and then he plays so well. And for the rest of the year, often, you know, he makes it to the last 16 quite comfortably.
Okay, so could this be the moment? I'm sure.
Deposit the 1 ball in the left side pocket, and now look at the blue 2. This is going to be okay, you know. Let's see what he comes up with. Okay, see, so refused. Pretty. That is a great hit. But, yeah, a lot of right spin. Just try to straighten up the cue ball off of the rail. Hey, that's a quality opener. Matches cannot just go through the motion.
37 years of age again, could get in or around the fringes of the top 10 if he was to go all the way to the title.
On the pot sighters, it seems, they seem to get down into position like Joshua and seem to know instantly that they're aiming correctly and are just kind of gear. It really keeps things simple, like compact, small, short cue ball movements. 4-0 down or 4-1 down. Jayson really needed this, so now most likely going to reduce his deficit to only 1 game.
It's behind. To beat Duong Kwok Wang at last night was 3 racks behind in this.
The table. So the cue ball does tend to fly around, can get kicked. Seeing the Moscone Cup and the excitement that Jayson brings to that tournament. I mean, Moscone Cup, he's probably one of the tour. You know he's not one of the top 5 performers. Now, why is that?
Career has had the high moments and won big tournaments, and then in between he's had missed cuts. It's just the way he's been, and I guess people who have a lot of talent.
Welcome of the cue ball behind the 6, behind the 9, snookered on the 6, and now has to. Anyway, life of a pool player. Everybody misses opportunities that they think they should have taken advantage of. A good example, and then you just have to stay positive again, or not. Yeah, you just have to stay positive, relentlessly positive. And careful, has to get his cue and rest out of the way. Well done. And that's about as good of a snooker as he could have played. My most positive assessment. Okay, just hit the 8 too thick, so the 6 ball didn't travel, but
he's won 5 in a row now, Shaw.
Controlled break there, made the 1-2 ball is going to show itself and be potable. Incredible shot making and cue ball positioning, which he needs here. Cue ball travels into the 3, that's what he was hoping for, but drifted a bit wide. And now there shall be a window for Dean. Jayson warmed up a little bit, and now a chance for Dean. Missed that, could still get away with it. Yeah, see, so just that stun. Beautiful shot. Okay, so Jayson, Dean looked to be playing perfect. Now Jayson showing a bit more of his class.
Equal this year is the most Moscone's played in by any British player. record currently held by Steve Davis, who played in 11.
Is Darren Appleton then the next with the most appearances?
I would have thought so.
I was just thinking who's next on that list of most appearances after Steve Davis and Jayson Shaw, of course. So deep screw on the cue ball, or top spin actually, he's going to play this. Top spin stun, nice.
Jayson Shaw has now won half a dozen racks in a row. So another break that has seen Shaw make the one in the side, but
I think he's doing something else. Okay, yeah, first option. But unless the 2 ball hits the 5, which it did, slightly on our left, bank it back up table, cue ball behind the purple 8. Yeah, that is by design. And trying to get the cue ball kind of where it is now. Hit the left side of the 2. Dean played this shot at the beginning of the match. Jayson hitting the other side of the 2 ball.
in this situation, maybe showing a lack of big stage experience. Well, he's made contact with the 2, but it didn't drop.
To where the 2 ball is now, or the cue ball, so the kick and stick they call this. Ooh, what a nice example of the kick and stick. That was ensured hit. And a lot of good stuff can happen still. Beautiful. Knew the 2 ball was going to stop on that 5 ball. Wow, so good. Bank the 2 ball back down to this cluster of balls that have been hiding stuff behind for the last few innings. Could still happen. The 6, and that will make the cue ball fly. Okay, no, it was better than we so negatively thought to get advantage in this rack. Yeah, so it is. The snooker, it will not be. Leaves Jayson like he had just now. Seems like he needs to be, can only play the difficult shots well.
And we get a lot more of this side of the game, don't we, since the rule changes of a few years ago.
Yeah, I really love it. That will mean that Jayson 3.
And now a great chance. Lead.
Yeah. Tiredness residue from that one. Jayson making the 1 ball. Cue ball went a little bit too low. That decreases his chances for a shot.
QR code that's on the left of your screen there to get all the content from WNT TV and follow everything.
Be careful for the double kiss. There it is. And that is because down to us, cue ball behind the 4 needs a very specific hit. Ooh, nicely executed. You hit it with completely changes the cue ball direction. Good impact. Good speed. That doesn't necessarily.
Oh, but that is the sort of thing that is going to leave him just feeling even more
to be phased. No, it's not. Look at his mega screw. Cue ball towards the 5. Could yet scratch. Could not. Could be snookered. Great shot. He had to kind of play. I think it was the correct shot. I guess didn't execute it well enough. 7-4 and breaking. That's looking a little bit ahead of things, but I think he's capable and very awake and up.
Over an hour ago, so can apparently conserve a lot of energy, go away and rest.
The loss of that rack for the opponent, then often breaks and runs right after that, and maybe 2 or 3 times that all of a sudden it's a kick shot, he runs out another one. It's incredible, really.
And I think he gets in other players' heads as well, because you're sitting there just watching him. He makes it look so quickly and just looks so full of confidence. That can be very hard psychologically to play against. Well, Dean, to this one.
Just one more thing on Joshua. I think can't deny Fedor Gorst what he has done in the world of 9 ball, and that's incredible, really, to think in a world. Careful for the 7 ball. That's pretty nice. Now the 3 ball, an obstacle. What? Yeah, I think 6, 2 ball behind the 3 or 4. He hit it, but Dean will only be able to hit impact with the ball that both balls for the foreseeable future will travel towards the same side. Well, actually, this is behind the 9, bank the 2 ball towards the 6. Nice. And you'd think this game, the last game for Dean, to either stay in the match. If he goes 8-4 down, extreme disappointment from Dean. Because he needs to avoid getting snookered behind the 9 ball on this 4. Therefore opted not to take the 3 into it. Yeah, and really Jayson letting him back in with that failed position on the 4 ball, snookering.
Yeah, but the breaking hasn't been great today from him, you have to say
This
that.
table arena, it's even more slippery surface because of a little bit more TV lighting, gets all a little bit warmer. Jayson try to address both players in one go. So Jayson, a little bit more difficult, swerving the cue ball with bottom left. Tournament here, and then to not see yourself make the very doable one ball in the side, although I'm not that capable. Such a difficult mental game, right? When you're at the table, it's all you, all your glory, but also you have to take where he's currently stroking. Yeah, nice controlled rack from Jayson.
And we said the breaking has got to get better. Came up dry here, and it has cost him big time. Shaw is now just a couple away from victory.
Ferrell trying to make the one ball, that worked. Now where's that cue ball and two ball going to end up? A little bit further, please. If you're Jayson, the 9 towards the 5 ball. Hard to get the snooker. And this is pretty good. Ooh,
There's one more now to set up a quarter-final against Joshua Filler.
yeah, and Fabio Rizzi having led 7-1. So we see Jayson, a little bit of elevation, bottom left spin. Ball back out to somewhat center table. I mean, you would say if he would cut out those unforced errors, he'd be, you know, he'd be the player to beat. But I guess onto loss of focus, go hand in hand with some of the genius that he's able to display.
Yeah, definitely. Guys like him and any cues talent, it's just always going to be part of their game. The unpredictable, bad moments. But this is a good moment for Shaw. Make no mistake, he will still believe he can be in Orlando as a player. Back to this. Jayson Shaw's last break of the match is the only one that he became a Mosconi Cup player. And here he is, still going strong. And now, with that 10-4 win over Alexander Kazakis.